Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Wednesday stream. I hope everyone's having an awesome Wednesday morning. Hey everybody, howdy howdy. Hey Pirate Ninja, thank you. I appreciate you hanging in there. Bread Crochet, how's it going? Marcus from Left Frank Vets, howdy howdy. We've got a lot of stars in the stream today. Okay. Let me make sure we get proper shoutouts. Proper shoutouts, folks. Please check out these wonderful folks. I hope everyone's grabbed their favorite beverage of choice. Mine happens to be coffee, because we're about to get into some news. Again, lately there hasn't been much variance, but we do still have a couple of things to go over. We've got the co-host possibly joining us. How do you take your coffee? Like my worldview. Dark. No, I'm kidding. I actually have like a very, I actually like the light coffee. I put a whole bunch of soy milk on it. It's almost like... Can you guys see that? I don't want to like spill it, but... Free coffee. True. Hey, Grom. Jesus. Alright, guys. Alright. That's enough memeing too close to the sun. But yes, I actually like very light coffee. That's all. That's mostly... That is soy milk. Vanilla soy milk. It's gotta be vanilla soy milk. I like the flavor. I like my coffee like I like my soul, black and bitter. Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. My co-host can. I think she likes her coffee just straight, just right out of the coffee pot, right into the cup. Speaking of free, I didn't really talk much about this. Hey, coffee enemas are in the rave. Are all the rave in Hollywood? Interesting. I'll drink it either way, but sweet and milky is tastier. To me, I think so. And for me, I just like to put a whole bunch of soy milk. I don't even need sugar any at that point. Once you have vanilla soy milk, you don't need sugar, in my opinion. Now, my girlfriend did tell me that sometimes you can put what is it called from the can? I think it's called dulce. Is it dulce leche or like condensed milk? Leche condensada. I think either one of those. Dulce leche or leche condensada. I can't remember the can exactly, but that also supposedly goes really well with coffee. Condensed milk is sweet. There you go. Okay, that might make sense. And therefore, you just put it on your coffee. There you go. You don't even need sugar. Oh yeah, speaking of. Cool. So, just to make sure I got everybody here that I can remember. Yes, I didn't get a chance to talk about this, but as most of you probably know, recently there was a lot of litigation on the behalf of on Britney Spears attempting to free herself from the conservatorship, which is like really brutal. I mean, like, that's even worse than, like, power of attorney. I mean, it's really, really bad, and it just kind of goes to show, yes, you are repping for Ben right now. You're standing in for Ben, because I just remember, like, oh wait, Grom's one of the mods. Let me give Ben a shout out. Conservatorship is, like, incredibly hard to get rid of, and the most recent update that just happened was Britney Spears is threatening to essentially just not perform anymore, and the manager has just quit. Yesterday, amid all this amid all this ongoing stuff. I mean, it really goes to show, like, just how dark sometimes, or a lot of times, the music industry can be, and just how predatory and coercive. I don't know if that's the right word, but it just goes to show how controlling and predatory the music industry can be. Hold on, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so we got two updates. One, we'll start off with the good one. We'll start off with the good one. The kitty cat has adopted the new water fountain, so yay, that's good to hear. The kitty cat has successfully adopted the new water fountain and is drinking water. But, however, the bad news is it seems like the co-host isn't feeling so well. She woke up very sick, so we'll see if she can join us. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how she feels. Didn't Taylor Swift have to re-record all her music because some company owns her original songs? Yes. Yes. That was my point of my little rant there. I'll try to find it in my heart to forgive you. Thank you, Grom. I appreciate that. So, yes, the music industry is incredibly predatory. I mean, there's just no way, from the way they treat the artists, the way they handle DMCA claims. I mean, they're incredibly aggressive with DMCA claims. I mean, was it Warner Bros? No, Sony is incredibly aggro with that. So it's really sad, and like this whole Britney Spears story kind of like brings that to light, and I hope that people see how the music industry can be, right? How things are behind the scenes. It's very horrifying, very predatory, and I hope that she can figure out a way out of that conservatorship. The only way to do things now in terms of music is to own your own music. Like labels, unless you have enough money to hire a lawyer to review every single line of contracts and is able to negotiate on your behalf. Being signed to a record label is not all that it seems. Exploitative. There we go. That's the word I wanted to use. Exploitative. exploitative. There was a graffiti that says free pass Empress Britney. Did you get a new layout? Hey, hey, weird staker? A new layout? Nope, same layout. Unless you haven't been here in like over a year. Is your female co-host on today? We will see. She just messaged me not feeling very well, so we'll see. We shall see. In the meantime, folks, and you're just stuck with me, right? Is that okay? You're just stuck with me. Why did you leave the politics category? Oh, just chatting? I'll try and manage. I hope that's okay with everybody if you guys just have to deal with me. Alright, if it ends up being just me, I hope you guys can manage. Yes, I'm in just chatting. I just kind of left that from Saturday. And I just left it at that. See what happens. Studio, okay. Alright, there are a couple of headlines that I do want to go over. Unfortunately, as most of you already know or have been keeping up, there was a very horrifying collapse in Surfside, the Champlain Towers. So far, the latest update was that they had to demolish the rest of the Champlain Towers. They weren't able to get anybody else out. Nobody was able to get any other stuff. Unfortunately, I imagine it's quite possible that even some pets did not make it. But right now we have yet another update. The death toll has been raised to 32, 36. So very horrifying stuff. Stock market is about to open up. I'm not sure how that's relevant. – 14 days after the Florida condo collapse at Champlain Towers, and yet no signs of survivors. At this point, it's safe to say that we aren't doing any more search and rescue. It's more of search and recovery at this point. They had to demolish this building, the rest of the building, because of the storm that's lurking. That was lurking on the west coast could put that whole thing in jeopardy. So because the rest of it was unsafe, structurally unsound, they were afraid that even though the hurricane wasn't really going to hit it directly, any good strong gust could be all that it takes to take the rest of it down. So instead they opted for controlled demolition, which was done on Sunday. How many people have died? I heard that 200 people are missing. I think that the initial account was 150 something. At this point, officially counted for are 30 something. I believe 36 was the number. And the reality is it's probably going to end up being over 100. At the end of this whole thing is going to be over 100 for sure. Rest in peace, neoliberal dictator. Who's that? The search for victims in the collapse of a Miami area high-rise condominium reached its 14th day on Wednesday with the death toll at 3 dozen. 12 times 3 is, yeah, about 36. Oh, the Haitian president. Yikes. Assassination? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I see that here. Yikes. Who suspended elections to stay in power? Yikes. Was that the reason why he was assassinated? What? More than 3 dozen? He was corrupt as hell? That's why he was... Okay. Ooh. Was a death toll at 3 dozen? More than 100 people are still unaccounted for, and authorities sounding more and more grim. Like, okay, so the reason why I keep bringing this up is because, like, it has been unbelievably incompetent from beginning to end how this search and rescue has been handled by the quote-unquote authorities. I'm not sure who would be the one leading these operations, but they have botched this whole thing from beginning to end. Literally, international crews came who are specialized in this kind of search and rescue, who have traveled the world to help other countries with search and rescue. There's special teams. For example, the Mexican team is internationally known for being they're internationally renowned for search and rescue, and they benched them. They literally benched them for days. And meanwhile, even the fire and rescue that were there were trying to, you know, get started on this search and rescue, and so much, I don't want to say bureaucracy, but so much stalling, and oh, we gotta make sure, oh, we gotta do this, oh, we gotta do that. I don't know. It seems to me like the entire search and rescue effort was botched from the beginning, and it's absolutely ridiculous to me that they would bench these teams that are specific for these you know, operations. And now they're trying to be like, oh, well, you know, I don't know. Crews dug through pulverized concrete where the Champlain Tower building and Surfside once stood, filling buckets that were passed down a line to be emptied and returned. The up-close look at the search in a video released by Tuesday by the Miami-Dade County Fire and Rescue Department came as 8 more deaths were announced, the most for a single day since the search began. It also came as rain and wind from Tropical Storm Elsa disrupted the effort, though the storm was on track to make landfall far across the state. Searchers have found no new signs of survivors, and although authorities said their mission still geared toward finding people alive, they sounded increasingly somber. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to me like you shouldn't give people false hope. I know that they're trying to make the facade that they're doing everything that they can, and reassure the families that they're doing every single possible thing, but it's 14 days. I don't know. Seems like you're, at this point, just like dragging people along, you know? Right now we're in search and rescue mode, the county's police director, Freddie Ramirez, said at a news conference Tuesday evening. He soon added, our primary goal right now is to bring closure to the families. Yeah, that's probably better. I would use this better. No one has been rescued from the site since the first 24 hours of the building collapsed on June 24th when many of its residents were asleep. Searchers were still looking for any open spaces within the mounds of rubble where additional survivors might be found, said the County Chief Fire Alan Kaminsky. Unfortunately, we're not seeing anything positive. Yeah, I doubt that. I mean, like, I doubt that you would find any survivors at this point. The Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava said that the families of the missing were preparing for the news of tragic loss. Yeah, that's what, at this point, that's basically what you would need to sadly prepare for. She said President Biden, who visited the area last week, called Tuesday to offer his continued support. I think everybody will be ready when it's time to move on to the next phase. Reporters got their closest in-person look at the site Tuesday, though it was limited to the portion of the building that the workers tore down Sunday after the initial collapse left it standing but dangerously unstable. A pile of shattered concrete and twisted steel stood about 30 feet high and spanned roughly half the length of a football field. A pair of backhoes pulled rubble off the pile, which blocked any view of the search effort. Yeah, this whole entire thing is really horrifying. Howdy, howdy. There we go. Yeah. I got you. A pair of backhoes pulled the rubble off the pile, which blocked any view of the search effort. Severe weather from Elsa hindered search efforts to a degree. Lightning forced rescue workers to pause their work for 2 hours early on Tuesday. Assistant Fire Chief Raid Jadala said, and winds of 20 miles an hour with strong gusts hampered efforts to remove heavy debris with cranes. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet any gust of wind moving that rubble could cause further problems. Hey, Surfer Gritty gifting a tier 1 sub to Marcus of Left Flank Vets. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, the whole thing from beginning to end has been a tragedy, but a tragedy because of incompetence. Really. That's really what it is. And I hope that they do a thorough investigation, and in a just world, the people who made these decisions, or I guess failed to make certain decisions when it came to the safety and security of this building, are held accountable. This didn't happen by itself. There is enough evidence to suggest that somebody really dropped the ball or looked the other way. Maybe a combination of not only it may be a combination of the actual owners of the building voting against the board of directors, the board of directors making shoddy repair jobs, or I guess hiring people that didn't do their jobs correctly. There was video of some of the repair jobs that were being done, and it was like a bulldozer pulling on support beams with chains, right? I mean, there was also possibly county officials who did not enforce certain codes, possibly. There is a lot of incompetence going on here, possibly corruption, and unfortunately that led to the deaths of I'm going to say more than 100 people probably at this point. Crews have removed 124 tons of debris from the site. Kaminsky said the debris was being sorted and stored in warehouses, potential evidence into the investigation as to why the building collapsed. Workers have been freed to search a broader area since the unstable remaining portion of the building was demolished. The thing that still gets me is the poor pets. The thing that still gets me is the poor pets. Yeah, poor Coco and poor Mia. Never found. Never found. I tried searching yesterday on Twitter. The hashtag Surfside Pets. And was not able to see or find anything.
Iceland has been trying out a 4-day. Since 2015, Iceland has been trying out a 4-day work week with no reduction in pay. And the results are in, which I will get to shortly. So this was a trial that included participants from a wide variety of workplaces, including offices, hospitals, preschools, and social services. Those who essentially worked 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but it also included people who were shift workers, as they also saw their hours reduced. And as I said, the results of the trial are now in, and of course, it's been a huge success, not only for employees, but also for employers. And I'll get to why in a minute here. So first, this data was collected by UK think tank Autonomy, along with Iceland's Association for Sustainable Democracy. So their findings here from CBC News. In a joint report, Autonomy and the association found employees exhibited, quote, greater well-being, improved work-life balance, and a better cooperative spirit in the workplace, all while maintaining existing standards of performance.
Amazing. Wow. Who would have thunk? I mean, it turns out, and I know this is like just a radical idea, but it turns out when you treat your employees like human beings, they actually are more productive. Wow, amazing. Morning fog brain is the culprit. True.
And productivity. Quote, the most remarkable thing from my perspective, the thing which I think is the most maybe heartwarming, is the amount of time that people have for their family, the way they could reconnect with their families, Strong said.
Amazing. It turns out like not only is it healthy for the employees because it provides an actual a better, more realistic work-life balance, which of course would lead to better mental health and physical health, which would lead to better performance at the workplace. But also, like, this strengthens that by allowing people to connect with friends and families they otherwise don't have time for because they're at work. Versus here, in the good old USA, here you may need to be working 2 jobs to stay afloat. Sometimes 3, depending. Sometimes both of you have to be working 2 jobs to maintain the rent and other living expenses. Where is the time? Where is the work-life balance? It doesn't exist. So of course people here are overworked, underpaid, stressed.
And Strong is Will Strong, the co-director of Autonomy. Now, of course, This part of the results, not at all surprising, as I'll get to later. There have been other trials of a 4-day work week, and they have been incredibly successful. But what has also been successful here is from the employer's perspective. So more on that here. In the best cases, he says, managers reported increased productivity. At worst, productivity remained stable. What's more, the experiment had no effect on the employer's bottom line. So this is always what the employers, or the capitalist class, fear when the idea of a 4-day work week comes up. Was, but how can we possibly maintain our current profit margins? How can we possibly maintain the amount of productivity that we have?
All right, hold on, folks. I think we may get a special appearance here. Hold on, folks. Howdy, howdy.
I can hear you today, Burrito.
Hey.
Ooh. I'm still in my pajamas. I don't care.
That's fine. Hold on. Let me see if we can bring you up here.
You guys gotta see these animals.
Since yesterday we were unable to preview the chickens. Aw. Hey, Oreo.
You ready for this?
Since yesterday we weren't able to preview the chickens, we're gonna take a quick trip outside and see them. Oreo.
Oh, you didn't run. She normally bolts.
No, she's waiting for you.
Come on, we'll go see your babies. Got a little path we're working on. Yeah, I hear you, Hernando. Did you guys hear Hernando?
Yeah.
He's trying. Bless his heart.
It almost sounds like a hoot.
I know. He like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it says cockadoo, not cockadoodle-doo.
There you go. But not even. It sounds like a hoot.
Yeah, something's wrong with him.
Nah. He's just growing. He's going to crow like a real rooster soon enough.
Maybe. Some roosters never get it.
What?
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to put my phone down so you guys can see them fly out like maniacs.
Hey, we can see the chicks today, yes. There will be chickens today.
Do it. Here. They're gonna fly out like crazy when I open this door. You good, Oreo? Alright, I'm gonna look around real quick. I don't see any eggs on the ground before I let them out. Like I did last time, I let them out and then didn't notice there were eggs on the ground.
Oh boy.
Roosters attacking me while I was trying to get the eggs. Thankfully, they don't have any spurs yet. They may kick Reba out before I even get the door open. There she goes.
You hear them? Oh, there goes one. Hello, everybody. There's a rooster.
There's something for me.
Oh. Wait, come back. Pick up the phone so it refocuses.
Alright, Oreo, watch out. Leave? Goddamn. Leave Reba alone. You're so mean. So mean to Reba. Alright,
All right.
I'm gonna go look in the coop and see if there's any eggs. I'm gonna have to switch to pants clip mode because I might get poop on my hands. Hold
Oh
on.
no.
It's almost a given. If there's an egg in there, I'm getting poop on my hands.
Yeah, there is definitely a spicy chicken. Well,
That's a fuck up.
there's a few spicy chickens in there.
I see you. You're not gonna get behind me, you little fucker. There's an egg, guys,
Where?
in the coop. I can't take my eyes off Fernando. I'm sorry. Okay, I got it.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
See him? He's coming up. He's gonna attack me.
Yeah, because you took the egg.
Whoa, Medea! Alright, I'm missing one. She must still be inside. Oh no, she was under the coop. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'll put out some food for you. Hernando. Their spurs are starting to grow. I'm
Oof.
so thrilled.
Well, there's definitely 2 roosters.
I know, but the thing is the other two don't look that much different. I see you.
So we're not sure yet. Like, I suppose that we know definitely one is, right, Hernando.
Yeah. I see you. I see you too. Reba trying to all coming over here. I
Yeah.
see you.
Yes, Mamius. That is a issue. If you see that this whole entire thing is encased in chicken wire, that's the reason why.
Well, that's their run. That's where they get to go outside. And it was all grassy and green and beautiful. And they killed everything. They ate everything.
Yeah.
Now it's just a freaking mud. And since it's on a hill, you should see what it's like when you try and come out here and work in this damn thing when it's been raining. Ah, I have fallen down in the chicken shit mud quite a few times. This camera probably doesn't justice.
No,
How
there's no
steep this
iguanas.
is.
Iguanas don't eat chickens, but foxes, coyotes will. I'm not sure. Is there hawks that would go after the chicks?
There's a hawk's nest like literally 50 feet from here.
So yes, hawks, fox, and coyotes would be the main things to look out for.
Poor Reba here, she's still like the runt of the flock, even though she's actually older than the 3 small black chickens. And she's smaller than them now. She's the one that got out and Oreo grabbed her.
Yeah. She seems okay. Like, she seems all recovered.
Yeah, she just, I don't know, I'm worried about her. All the other chickens pick on her and she's not getting bigger, so I just try to keep an eye on her. And she thinks she's my pet. Like, I come up to the fence, she wants me to pick her up.
Aw.
I know, she's really sweet. She's the sweetest one in there. I see you. You can't get me. I'm on the other side of the fence. You dumb clucks. I call them dumb clucks.
That's funny. Egg.
This is Medea's 4th egg. I have been lucky enough to get 3 of them. One of them, the roosters broke when they were fighting in the coop.
Oh no.
Yeah, I went to get the egg out and the roosters were still in there. And they started fighting with each other and stepped on it and broke it.
Aw. Yeah,
Hey,
so
Melody.
So there are two roosters. Well, possibly two roosters, right?
There's at least 2. There might be 4.
There might be 4. Wait.
There's at least 2, probably 3, but really there might be 4. Because, like, they're all the same size. They all look the fucking same. They're all starting to get little bumps on the side of their legs, which is where the spurs grow.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to have to eat 3 of you. Well, I'm sure gonna let you get big and fat first. So yeah, see these 4?
Yeah.
For sure 2 of them. The other 2, I'm not sure yet.
I suppose time will tell.
Some female chickens get spurs too, so I don't know. Maybe
What? I didn't know that. So, like, it's possible for both of them to get spurs?
Yeah, I didn't know that either until I was looking online to try and find pictures of rooster spurs, and some of the chicken websites were saying how sometimes the females get them too. I'm like, oh fuck. But Medea doesn't have them, and she's grown for her breed. So I know the little black ones aren't going to get spurs. But I have not had any of these Rhode Island Reds before, and I don't have a grown female to compare it to.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of here like, fuck. If I'm only heartfelt set on keeping Reba. She's my sweetheart. So she's staying whether she's a boy or a girl. So Hernando might get bumped if Reba goes up and is a boy. But as you can see, it's my chicken coop. It's kind of small, which is why I need to make it bigger. The chickens will be happier if they have more space.
Yes.
But I am looking at like almost $200 just in materials.
Yeah, and mind you, that's mostly like a couple of sheets of plywood. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, that's like almost, well, $100 of it is the plywood. $100 of it is plywood, and then the rest of it is like $74 or $75. And that's just lumber that I would use to put the whole thing together and to build the nesting box. Because this is a problem with the egg thing. She has to have somewhere to lay her eggs.
Yeah.
And the other chickens aren't much smaller than her now, so I have a feeling they might start laying sooner than she did. So I'm gonna go ahead and
More eggs.
I'm gonna try and go ahead and get it set up for 4 nesting boxes. So basically, what I was planning to do, and if my phone dies, I'm sorry, my battery's low. I hope you guys can see. Okay, can you see the back of the coop?
Kind of, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, so I'm basically gonna cut a hole out of the back on the bottom half of this and build on a 4-foot by 4-foot box, which is just going to be like the extra space of their coop. And then what I'm going to build onto the back of that is a 4-foot wide, 18-inch deep, 12-inch tall nesting box. And that's 4 compartments, which is more than enough for this small amount of chickens. And then they'll be happy.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
Oh yeah. I just gotta stomach the cost of buying the lumber. But I know they need it, so I'm gonna have to. Right, little ones? They're so cute.
That's funny.
Probably gonna be getting quails soon too.
That's awesome.
See if I can do this one-handed. Alright, Oreo. Inside? You gonna talk to Medea first? Medea doesn't want to talk to you. She's turned her back at you, Oreo. Probably getting ready to lay another egg or something. Is that one morning I came out here, there were 2 of them out here.
Was that only from one chicken?
Yeah, Medea's the only one old enough to lay. So they can only be hers. And they're not very big yet, but give her time. Supposedly her breed lays very large eggs, so I think she just, these are her first eggs. She's learning how to make them, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's a thing. I could be totally wrong. My chicken could have small lady parts or something and only make small eggs. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because they're younger. I don't know.
Ew.
Doggo loves the chickens, yes. Doggo is protective of the chickens.
She's a Australian Shepherd, so it's in her blood to be protective of any of our flock.
Yeah.
Or of animals in the house or any people.
Yep, a natural herder.
Yeah, I need to go check out the garden. I have poop hand. Again, you know how I said yesterday, I don't know why I didn't wear a glove down there?
Oh yeah, you forgot. It's all good. I mean, just make sure you wash your hands really well. It's all good.
I'm just gonna be over here like licking my
Oh
hand.
no.
I just have to remember my right hand is the poop hand, my left hand is the clean hand.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember when I went to visit, the cat, one of the cats got out, and Oreo ran out.
Or
And-
around that mother.
Yeah, like, Oreo ran out and herded the cat right back in the house. Oreo was like, where do you
Ooh,
think
we
you're
got
going?
More blueberries ready. We've got a few more. We've got a few more blueberries ready, but I already have like a whole bag inside still.
Nice. We've got,
Here.
like, our blueberries aren't growing that much. We've got, like, a couple. But, oh my god. Yeah, they look nothing like that.
Yeah, mine are as tall as me.
What? Our blueberries do not look like that. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have one
Like, look where
blueberry
the-
bush.
This is how the berries look when they grow in a big cluster.
Yeah. No, ours don't look nowhere near that.
So remember, just a year ago, I bought these. They were 6 inches tall.
Wow.
And, oh, dude, there's strawberries ready.
What?
These were 6 inches tall. They were like mostly dead. I bought them from the grocery store, and I've been growing the hell out of them. I'm out here working on them. I made sure the soil mixture was right for them, and now look at them. I have 7 out of 8 of my bushes that I bought survived.
Nice.
And
Oh wait,
they're-
we've got a
mostly-
request. Hold on, we've got a possible name request for one of the roosters. How
Oh,
do you
no.
feel? How do you feel about Floyd Mayfeather?
Yes.
Floyd Mayfeather.
Can you see that?
Yeah. There's a couple of strawberries down there.
There's a bunch of them. There's probably like a dozen. I still have some upstairs that I haven't finished eating yet.
Nice. Yeah, berries seem to grow better
And then-
like up there, because our berries don't look
No,
like that.
you just gotta know how to grow them.
True.
Give yourself time. My cantaloupes are doing well.
Nice. By the way, how's it going,
Yeah.
KTS?
This one is like already attached itself to this log, which is what I was hoping it would do. Damn, this one's getting huge. It is not going where I want it to, but we'll see what happens.
Chillin'. Glad you're here.
Pretty cool, huh? And then I gotta figure out, I think those are the jalapenos and those are the banana peppers. The pots were labeled, but Ed planted them and didn't pay attention. And now I
Well-
think those look more like jalapeno pepper leaves.
I suppose we'll figure out when it gives fruit, right?
Yeah, but I want to move them away from each other since one's hot, one's sweet.
Yeah.
My tomatoes, I need to come out and clean them up, but they're about as tall as I am.
Yeah. There's some already on the bush. There's some on the vines. Look at that.
I literally just plucked 5 pounds of tomatoes off this 2 days ago.
Yeah, there's you can see right there on the top.
Oh no,
There's a bunch, and
there's a
on the
bunch.
bottom.
There's a bunch in the middle. There's a bunch over there. These are the potatoes that will not die. Pretty sure they go all the way to China, and they're just gonna keep coming back up.
They're just gonna keep growing to the like they grow down, like down, 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 down.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I can't seem to dig them up, so that's my assumption.
Oh, I see. Okay, you got a whole grocery store in there.
And then those little plants over there, I have to move those. Those are bell pepper plants.
Bell peppers,
But I've
nice.
got to do some rearranging in my garden. So obviously the jalapenos need to go up with the other jalapenos, which already, that one probably has a pound of jalapenos on it by itself right now. And the hot burrito peppers are up there. There's carrots, kaleidoscope carrots,
Nice.
kale, asparagus. I have eggplant.
Oh, you know what I want to grow? Cucumber. That's what I want to grow.
Yep, I have cucumber seeds. I'm getting ready to start them.
Well, it's okay, KTS.
Oh, and I have 3 ears of corn.
Nice. We tried growing corn, and it
Look
gave
at this
us
one.
nice.
Look.
It gave our corn
Those
like
are-
our corn didn't even grow that tall, and it didn't even get. It gave us like one weird ear of corn that was like incredibly small.
those are the eggplants.
Nice. It's okay, KTS Shine. If we find out that there's actually like more roosters, one of them can be Floyd Mayfeather.
No, I will change the name of one to Floyd Mayfeather. That's hilarious. So there's the 2 hot burrito pepper plants. I gotta get the carrot that's fallen on that one. And then the jalapeno pepper plants are about this tall, like up to my hip maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have all our kale here, which is about maybe 20 to 24 inches tall.
Jeez. Hey, Jesse, how's it going?
And there's the asparagus. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the jalapenos from outside the fence.
Do you get a lot of earwigs?
What are those?
I have no idea. I'm just asking from the chat. Memius, what is a earwig? Is that a bug?
Can you see the jalapenos?
Yeah, holy. Those are huge too.
And those aren't even fully grown yet.
Nah.
They're not even fully grown yet. Those are the babies. Like when I pluck them off the thing, they're about this big.
Yeah, holy. That's big. I mean, we've got mammoth jalapenos, but our mammoth jalapenos get like about that big as normal. Like that's the mammoth size.
Oh, well, that's how big mine get.
Jeez.
And I'm gonna be putting. I guess I can show you. Oh, my phone's gonna die, isn't it?
Oh, yes. So earwigs are insects that love eating gardens. We have a lot of them in eastern Canada. Yeah,
I will have to look them up and see what they look like to let you know.
Wait, we've got another one. Hold on. Manny Bach, like Bach Yao, is Mayfeather's arch nemesis.
Are you?
That's great. That's great. Especially since earlier, KTS, Bree was telling the story about how 2 of the roosters were, or 2 of potential roosters were having a fight and accidentally broke an egg. So maybe that was Manny Bacquiao and and Floyd Mayfeather duking it out. Oh man.
I'm crying. You guys are the best. I literally cannot even.
That's funny.
Oh, guys, I'm dying.
How are you feeling? Are you okay? Cause like, man, it sounded like you were having a rough morning.
I am dying. Well, first off, I have a migraine. Baby,
Oof.
baby, you little shit, get your ass back in there. Caught him with my foot. I'm like a monkey.
They're lifelong rivals. There can only be one top chicken. True.
Come on, baby. Come on, little weirdo. Alright,
Bailey.
fine. Alright, stay down there. See if I care. I do care. I want him to come up here. Ow. Oh my god, y'all.
Oh, stairs.
Those tire flips
Oh,
were real.
man.
Those tire flips were real. I tried to pretend because I got up so early that it was all just a dream and that I didn't really do those things at the gym, but I think I did.
Yeah, well. Yikes. You gotta take a day or two to just, like, take a break from, especially
I'm
if
going to.
you... Oof.
Today is yoga day.
So you need, like, at least 2 or 3 days of yoga days.
How do you get the poop off these?
Oh my god. Hopefully by washing your hands repeatedly.
I'm trying. Well, I gotta clean the egg too. It like doesn't come off, and I really do not want to use my nail.
Yeah, I would, well, it should be fine with water, because that's how we used to do it. That's how we used to do it.
I got it, guys.
In Costa Rica was all the chicken farm. We used to just grab the eggs and just rinse them.
I don't want to put soap on the eggs.
No.
It's warm. It's fresh. Maybe I made it for us. Can you soap my hands?
The underdogs, nice. I like the shirt.
Thank you.
So, just a quick story. The Underdogs is actually was another band that our drummer founded, or our drummer was a big part of. So that's where that T-shirt comes from. Can you pick wild They're still a thing? Okay. Can you pick wild oranges in Florida, or do you have to go to a farm? You can grow them. There is no wild oranges, but you can grow them. Yeah, as far as I can tell. Like, are oranges even native to Florida?
I don't know. I thought they were from California. Maybe they're from Florida.
There are Florida oranges, but I think that it's just like the farms that make them. I have not seen naturally occurring wild oranges. It's usually people like buying like citrus trees and growing them here. I mean, they grow fine. They grow good here. All citrus trees. All citrus trees, from oranges to lemons to limes to grapefruit to man, there's another one that I'm missing. But most citrus fruits actually grow pretty good here. I'm not sure if they're like native though, if they're like naturally occurring here. Okay. What mostly grows here, just randomly, is mangoes. Anywhere in South Florida, it's guaranteed that if you live in South Florida, there will be mangoes anywhere in some place. Even trees on the side of the roads. You can find mangoes everywhere.
Oh. My legs.
I am not sure those are native, but you can find mangoes everywhere.
Oh my lord.
True, Jesse.
I sat down.
Oh man. Well, now you're gonna have to stay there.
No, because I really need to go get my greens, but Ed is in the kitchen and making noise and stuff.
You need to get your what? Greens?
Yeah, I need to have my greens so my muscles can stop doing this.
Oh.
Oh man, we did terrible things.
Oh man, like tire flips.
It felt fine at the time, sort of.
Like tire flips.
Yeah,
why would you do that?
Tires were like this tall, and
the co-host got that dad groan. You've got the dad groans like I do, says Fred Crochet.
That's exactly what I have.
I mean, like, if
I have the animal and plant daddy moans.
Yeah.
What do you call them? That is me.
Terrible. Yeah, you did terrible
Really
things.
amazing that I forgot had muscle.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It seems like you went
I
zero.
overslept yesterday. And I did
Yeah,
not,
it seems like it since you were like saying that you were like not feeling that great.
which I attributed to just not being able to breathe. Which
Jesus. Yikes. You did terrible things like attempting to do tire lifts even though you work at a cabinet building shop which you use your arms all the time. That is literally your job.
Oh well, these they lay on the floor, and you have to squat down, ass to grass, and
Right.
grab the tire, and then stand up and flip it. So you don't just use your arms; you use literally every muscle in your body doing tire flips.
Ooh. Yeah, okay. I guess you're right. It's a little bit more involved than that. Yeah, you're right. Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's
I
not
can't even
like,
imagine.
It's not like I have the car on the lift and I'm pulling a tire off.
No. I mean,
Um,
like, I just like had the wrong idea in my head of like tire flips. I forgot that like the whole point of tire flips isn't to use your arms. It's actually to use like more of your legs and core, if anything.
Yep. So my legs, they feel it, but they're not bad. I got strong legs. What's killing me is my core.
Ooh.
Oh man. Between the tire flips and the barbell rollouts that we did.
Ooh.
Have you ever done a barbell rollout?
I have no idea what that is.
You know what a barbell is? Picture a barbell with weights on it.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground. You get on your knees in front of it. I have the bruises on my knees to prove I did this, by the way. That sounds so naughty.
Yeah.
Anyways, then you grab onto the barbell, and using only your core, you roll the barbell forward as far forward as you can, and then you roll it back and go back to being upright.
Huh. So it's like...
Sounds easy, doesn't it?
No, it sounds like a,
I literally thought I was gonna break my nose.
Oh, it sounds like a, physics-defying push-up.
So, yeah, I can do those, but I can't do push-ups. It's my fucking shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
But, yeah, you don't really use your arms at all for this. You use your core 100%. Like, there are some people who can do this without even having the barbell, and that's how strong their core is.
Nah, like, I think my stomach just, like, cringed. Just at the thought.
Like, not only do I have the traditional, like, I'm sore in here, that's not even the bad part. I'm sore all up and down here.
Oh, man. Those are the obliques?
Yeah, like, these ones up here that I forgot existed and stuff.
Oh, my God.
Ooh. Man, I woke up this morning.
Oh, no. Yeah, like, by the way, yesterday, when I had to, like, just get up because I couldn't do it, it turns out that it's not really my back that's messed up. It's, like, the side, like, right here and right here. Because, first of all, it never stopped hurting. It is currently still hurting. I have no idea what's going on at all. Or why, oh, there you go. Or why, it happened. Hey, Chai, were you doing weird CrossFit? No, I don't think she does CrossFit. I think you do something else, right? I think you just work out, like, as a... You just work out to like, just a gym, right? I don't think it's CrossFit, right?
Do what now?
Are those exercises like CrossFit exercises, or just like regular?
I mean, yes and no. They're exercises you would do in CrossFit, but it's not a CrossFit gym.
Oh, it's not a CrossFit
Although I
gym.
guess sort of is, but it's not.
Gotcha.
She does everything imaginable to torture you.
Nah. You need to take a couple days off. You need to take a couple days off. No way. The way it sounded this morning, I was like telling Chat.
I woke up this morning around 5 o'clock, and I was thinking about it, and then I moved.
Oh man, I was telling Chat.
Nope.
I'm like, guys, I think I think the co-host isn't gonna be with us today. We're gonna take. She's not feeling so well. Oh man.
Nah, it takes more than some sore muscles and a migraine to keep me down.
Okay. Speaking of which, back to your daily programming, folks. This is a dang politics channel. Okay, why are we not doing politics? No, I'm kidding. It's
We
always a
are.
nice. It's
Farm-
always
farm politics.
yes, foreign politics. No, it's always nice to take a second. Besides, yesterday we couldn't show because whatever reason I didn't get the notification, which I did get because I was paying attention this time, and I made sure to look at my phone and my computer. We actually got to see the chickens today, which was nice.
Oh man,
All right, so
I really, really need to get some greens.
yes,
So I will leave you for a moment and return.
okay, we'll just be
But
watching.
I'll be watching.
But you'll be watching. Okay. How's the garden doing? Oh.
The garden is excellent. We
Yes.
were just showing it.
Yes, we were
Um,
just out there. Via IRV, we were vicariously out there, looking at all the stuff. It looks like a farm. It literally looks like a grocery store. I mean,
Happy birthday, Alio.
what? It's your birthday? What?
Woot woot.
What? Well, happy birthday, Alio.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything this year. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of just getting started.
There's a lot of berries, a lot of peppers, a lot of greens like kale. Corn is starting to grow up. The chickens.
Got a whole 3 ears.
3 ears. Someone stole my cilantro. What?
Lamos.
Oh, that reminds me. We have to plant more cilantro.
Mhm.
Yes, congrats on making another trip around the sun. John Incogni, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Alright, folks, back to your regularly scheduled programming of news and politics. We're going to throw up a video, or finish this video. That way, you have a chance to get your greens. 4-day work week would be such a culture shock for me. A culture shock? I don't know if, like, that would be necessarily a culture shock. I don't know
I
how
don't
that...
think I can go back to a 5-day or more work week after working a 4-day work week.
Right, like wait. Yeah, I don't know. So let me just rewind because this is a great concept. This is important.
Since 2015, Iceland has been trying out a 4-day work week with no reduction in pay. And the results are in, which I will get to shortly. So this was a trial that included participants from a wide variety of workplaces, including offices, hospitals, preschools, and social services, those who essentially worked 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but it also included people who were shift workers, as they also saw their hours reduced. And as I said, the results of the trial are now in, and of course, it's been a huge success, not only for employees, but also for employers. And I'll get to why in a minute here. So first, this data was collected by UK think tank Autonomy, along with Iceland's Association for Sustainable Democracy. So their findings here from CBC News. In a joint report, Autonomy and the association found employees exhibited, quote, greater well-being, improved work-life balance, and a better cooperative spirit in the workplace, all while maintaining
Amazing.
existing standards of performance and productivity. Quote, the most remarkable thing from my perspective, the thing which I think is the most maybe heartwarming, is the amount of time that people have for their family, the way they could reconnect with their families, Strong said. And Strong is Will Strong, the co-director of Autonomy. Now, of course, this part of the results, not at all surprising, as I'll get to later. There have been other trials of a 4-day work week, and they have been incredibly successful. But what has
Spain
also been
has done that,
successful here is from the employer's perspective. So more on that here. In the best cases, he says, managers reported increased productivity. At worst, productivity remained stable. What's more, the experiment had no effect on the employer's bottom line. So this is always what the employers, or, you know, the capitalist class fear when the idea of a 4-day work week comes up. It was, oh, but how can we possibly maintain our current profit margins? How can we possibly maintain the amount of productivity that we have, the amount of work output? But from all of these trials, from this trial, they show you that, in fact, workers actually are more productive working less days because they are more energized, because they are happier. So they give you a better result. So more on that here from the study. Strong says that's because employees were less likely to suffer from workplace stress, anxiety, depression, and burnout. As a result, they worked harder and took fewer sick days. Quote, they kind of had a greater energy on the job and actually enjoyed their work a bit more, he said, which sounds very rosy, but that is what comes out of a lot of these trials, is that people feel actually more attached to the job. In a way, they feel rewarded by having more time. So this also goes to the upside of workplace benefits. When you offer benefits to employees that make them happier in their everyday life, be it, a 4-day work week or whatever it is, then that employee, because they are happier, they're going to perform better in their job. And also at the same time, you attract employees that are maybe even more qualified for that position because they want to work in an environment where they feel respected. So you attract a higher quality of employee by offering these sorts of benefits.
Right. Amazing. As I said before, and I know this is a radical concept, but it turns out when you treat people like human beings, you get positive results. I mean, amazing.
Even if you hire somebody who, this sounds weird, but even if you hire somebody who maybe isn't the highest quality employee, the likelihood they will turn into a higher quality employee improves when you give them these sorts of benefits and you make them happier, and they are then more willing to give you a better output because they are less stressed and they're just happier in general. And of course, as I said earlier, there is previous trials that have shown similar results. The Icelandic findings are on par with other similar experiments around the world. Microsoft Japan tried a 4-day work week in 2019 and reported a 40% boost in productivity. A New Zealand company called Perpetual Guardian switched permanently to a 4-day work week in 2018 after its trial saw a 20% increase in productivity. Municipal employees in Guysborough, Nova Scotia ran a 4-day work week pilot in 2020 and found it to be such a positive experience.
Here it is.
They voted in April to keep the policy in place. So you see here other experiments, other trials where they have attempted this have been incredibly successful. Now, I'm sure like any good idea that actually benefits the working class, it's going to take years, maybe a decade, 2 decades, for this to actually be implemented on any kind of wide scale. I mean, you see this over and over again, whether it's universal basic income, all the benefits of those trials, whether it's even something, this is different, but even something like the benefits of cannabis. How long has it taken for that to finally be decriminalized and legalized in various countries and states?
Well, it hasn't. we're still fighting that here. Sure, state by state it's been happening, but in that regards, we're still slow rolling it. The reality is, like, this has always been the case for numerous years. We've kind of gotten this concept down that on average, I mean, a 4-day work week and less hours were always going to prove more productive. Always. Because people are only capable of focusing on something for, I think, an average of 5 to 6 hours a day. So, of course, if you have like a 6-hour work day, 4-day work week, I mean, plus all the benefits of the like mental and physical, and mental health and physical health that this provides, plus these countries have already universal healthcare systems. They don't have to worry about that. Of course they're gonna take less sick days. Wait. Like, all of these things come together. Food, housing, education, and healthcare. All of these things come together, huh?
It's taken forever, even though we've had that data for decades.
Right, there you go.
Since there's this continued push from those in power against these sorts of ideas. Anything like this will take years to actually implement on a wide scale. But at the very least...
Or we can be aware of this and try to do what we can within the tools that we have, within the time that we have. One of the ways we can possibly move in this direction is more unionization. If you have more unions or more membership in unions, that could be a thing of contention where unions are maybe able to bargain bargain a 4-day work week in an attempt to not only bolster the health and productivity of the worker, but it also benefits the employer. I don't know, like, why this, like, I never understood why you would go against, like, the plurality of studies. I don't it blows my mind how, like, illogical it is.
We can start to see this collection of data and gather this data together to understand that a 4-day work week would be highly beneficial, not just for employees, but also for employers.
True. I mean, what is more to say to that? I mean, this is not the first time we've, like, brought this up, but time and time again, it has been proven that these things are true. I mean, if you treat your employees like people, they will be happier and they will be more productive. That's just how it works, right? We had a speech yesterday that we missed because it was during the night or evening, I think. Let's see what's going on over here. Hit me up, Jack.
After receiving a briefing from my entire COVID-19 team, I'm proud to announce that we're getting even closer because of our wartime effort to administer. Today, after receiving a briefing from my entire COVID-19 team, I'm proud to announce that we're getting even closer because of our wartime effort to administer 300 million shots and arms in just 150 days. More than 182 million Americans have received at least one shot, including nearly 90% of seniors and 70% of adults over the age of 27.
Excellent. However, that is, first of all, just about, I guess, a rough estimate, half. And second of all, he's talking about people receiving their first shot.
By the end of this week, we'll have reached the mark of 160 million fully vaccinated Americans, and that's a goal I set in March.
Okay, 160 fully vaccinated. How many folks are in the U.S.? About 320-something million? Let's see. About 331 million. Let's see here. Just about half, right? Just-ish. You can say about 49, 50, or 51%. Just about half. If I did the math correctly in my head, are fully vaccinated. That is not herd immunity, folks. That is not herd immunity.
I'm thrilled we're going to hit just a few days after July the 4th. So we will have 160 million fully vaccinated Americans, up from roughly 3 million when we took office 5 months ago. We see why it matters. COVID-19 cases and deaths are down by 90% since January.
Well, that is true.
Millions of fully vaccinated Americans are getting back to living their lives as they did before. Businesses are reopening and hiring and rehiring. And projected economic growth is the highest it's been. Projected growth is the highest it's been in 4 decades. And the bottom line is the virus is on the run, and America's
projected. I'm not sure what projected growth means. So are we on the up and up or what?
coming back. We're coming back together. This is one of the greatest achievements in American history, and you, the American people, made it happen. But our fight against this virus is not over. Right now, as I speak to you, millions of Americans are still unvaccinated and unprotected. And because of that, their communities are at risk, their friends are at risk, the people that they care about are at risk. This is an even bigger concern because of the Delta variant.
Yes.
In today's briefing, we discussed how the Delta variant is already responsible for half of all cases in many parts of this country. It's more easily transmissible, potentially more dangerous. And it should be because of reconsideration. And look, let me put it another way. It seems to me this should cause everybody to think twice. And it should cause reconsideration, especially young people who may have thought that they didn't have to be vaccinated, didn't have to worry about it, and didn't have to do anything about it up to now.
Yeah, okay, so I think what he's trying to say is like, please reconsider the idea that you don't need this vaccine because these things are mutating. These things have shown to mutate, and some of these variants are way more transmissible. And what's even more worrisome is that it could be a possibility that one of these variants starts to make these vaccines inert or useless, right? And if that happens, we're back to square one, folks. For a moment there, I lost myself. Yeah. So I get you, Chai. I was a little bit confused there. So I think what he was trying to say was that please reconsider the fact that these things mutate. These things are constantly shifting, and one of these mutations, it's getting more and more. In other words, the more it mutates, the higher the possibility that one of these will render the vaccine inert. And after that, then what? The Delta variant is a variant of concern. It is responsible for 99% of the... at this point... Sorry, let me rephrase that. At this point, 99% of all COVID-related deaths are of those who have not been vaccinated. Okay? There has been preliminary data showing that the Delta variant is of concern. And we are quite possibly looking at decreased immunity from these vaccines because of the Delta variant. That is preliminary data. We'll have to see what else comes out, but it's only to show the importance of vaccination. Yes, Surfer Gogity. I think that vaccines should be like basically to the point where like if you want to participate in society, it would be like the same as your vaccination record for getting into school or something like that, right? Like if colleges and universities and universities and certain professions like health require you to have certain vaccines, this should be no different, right? This is just another one of those vaccines that you need for public health, right? Or when you travel, they usually ask you if you have a certain like vaccination record or something. Let me see if you let me know if you see a pattern or an issue. All right, let's check it out.
I think I need to pull this up in Photoshop.
I think I need to pull this up in Photoshop. We need to start going door to door to people's workplaces where people can't take the time off. Yeah, or make it mandatory that employers have to give a half day or 2 days off or whatever it is for people to get vaccinated. Or if people are trying to get an appointment, then the employer, if it's for COVID, they have to like let the employee go and do their thing. Because I mean, the reality is, I personally want to get ahead of this thing because it is quite possible that maybe not the Delta variant, but another variant that comes along makes all the vaccination efforts that we've done completely useless, right? And that would be the scary part here.
Wow.
Yeah, so who is dying and who is like they could literally like put them like a piece of the puzzle. You can literally fit them like a piece of the puzzle.
But the good news is that our vaccinations are highly effective. Fully vaccinated Americans have a high degree of protection,
So far.
including against this Delta variant. Study after study after study has shown that since early May, virtually every COVID-19 hospitalization and death in the United States has been among the unvaccinated.
Correct.
So if you're vaccinated, you're protected. But if you're unvaccinated, you're not. And you're putting yourself, more importantly, maybe from your perspective, your family and your friends at risk. So please get vaccinated now. It works, it's free, and it's never been easier, and it's never been more important. Do it now, for yourself and the people you care about, for your neighborhood, for your country. It sounds corny, but it's a patriotic thing to do. In today's briefing, we discussed how our administration is going to devote the remainder of the summer to a special focus on 5 ways to make gains in getting those of you who are unvaccinated vaccinated. Because here's the deal. We are continuing to wind down the mass vaccination sites that did so much in the spring to rapidly vaccinate those eager to get their first shot and their second shot, for that matter, if they needed a second. Now we need to go to community by community, neighborhood by neighborhood, and oftentimes door to door, literally knocking on doors.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Chai. There you go. That's it right there.
To get help to the remaining people protected from the virus. Look, equity, equality, it remains at the heart of our responsibility of ensuring the communities that are the heart.
Oh man, I can see it now. Oh, I can see it now. Biden to order government Biden to order state agents to bust down people's doors to to hold people down as they get vaccinated. I bet this is how that's going to be spun.
Hardest hit by the virus have the information and the access to get vaccinated. So, as we shift from these centralized mass vaccination sites where we're doing thousands of people a day, we're going to put even more emphasis on getting vaccinated in your community, close to home, conveniently, and a location you're already familiar with. First thing we're going to do, this includes 42,000 local pharmacies where folks with questions can talk to the pharmacists they know and already have dealt with. These locations overwhelmingly allow you to walk in without an appointment.
That's right. That's already happening. So that's good. But you're right. If people should be allowed to have like a day or two off to go get vaccinated, because there's obviously the day after it feels kind of crappy. I thought they were doing that here in Florida, because my mom was like, yeah, just tell your job that you're getting vaccinated. They have to let you go. They have to let you go. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, hey, so I need to get vaccinated. Is it like I need to get vaccinated? So I'm gonna take can I get like Monday off or Friday? They were like, Lamau, no. They were like, Lamau, no. Wait. Yes, they do make you work during hurricanes. Absolutely. I've had to do that before. They literally, so check this one out. So our procedure for storms is we are to remain at our post until hurricane warnings are issued. For those of you that don't know, hurricane warnings are issued when hurricane conditions are expected within 24 hours. Yeah.
Oh, you thought you needed to plan?
Yeah, you thought you needed to plan? Lamau, no. Like, wait.
Yeah, alright, fam.
Nice meme. So yes, they absolutely do. They're nothing about protect. Yeah, like it just makes sense to give people a day or two off, or like say, okay, look, we'll schedule everybody accordingly. So we'll do shifts where people get Friday off and people get Monday off, alternating, so that we can get encourage everybody to get vaccinated. And yeah, that would be amazing for those that can't get the time off to just make it like that. But you know, that would be too nice. I mean, like, oh man, can you imagine, just going back really quick to that other video we were watching about a 4-day work week, can you imagine how much easier and less stressful it would be? You wouldn't even need to take a day off if you had a 4-day week. A 4-day work week. Just saying.
Get the vaccination when you're picking up your prescription or just going in to get toothpaste or something else you need from a drugstore. Second, my team is going to place renewed emphasis on getting the vaccines to more and more family doctors and healthcare providers, so more Americans can get this shot at their doctor's office from the folks that they know and they trust the most. Third thing we're going to do, we're going to step up efforts to get vaccines to your family doctors and other doctors who serve younger people, so that adolescents ages 12 to 18 can...
Just one problem. It costs money to see a doctor, bro. A lot of these insurance policies, it depends, but quite often enough you have like a copay. A copayment to pay. Some folks can't. It's a good effort, and I think that it should be as widely available as possible. However, just one little problem. A lot of people are not going to be willing to do that, because usually to get a doctor's appointment, sometimes, not always, depending on your insurance, which is just a wild idea already as it is, it requires a copayment. And if you don't have insurance, how are you going to see your family doctor?
Get vaccinated, and as they go for back-to-school checkups or for getting ready for the physicals they need for fall sports. Fourth, we're also intensifying our efforts to meet people where they are, outside of their neighborhoods, pharmacies, and doctor's office. This includes continuing to work with employers to make vaccination shots available at work, on a work site if possible. Wait,
hold on. I think we may need to eat. Yeah, I think I may need to eat my words here. Wait, hold on.
Employees paid time off to get vaccinated in a nearby facility.
What? Based Biden? Wait.
And finally,
I'm gonna eat my words.
We're sending out more mobile clinic units out there to help people at special events, summer festivals, sporting events, as well as places of worship wherever we can find people gathered. In addition to these initiatives to continue to vaccinate the unvaccinated, we're stepping up our preparations to respond to the outbreaks we're going to see among the unvaccinated. For that, we're mobilizing what I'm calling COVID-19 surge response teams.
Yeah, so I think I may be needing to eat my words here. He does have that concept in mind, and I hope that he deploys those resources accordingly, because it is important to get ahead of this. So, all right, I'll retract my criticism. It seems like he's got the right ideas. Let's see how that ends up working. But yeah, great, absolutely, I agree. I absolutely agree. Wait, all right. Listen, we've got plenty of things to fight Biden on, but the COVID response is not one of them. And furthermore, I think that it's kind of weird, though, to have vaccination sites at sporting events, because, well, yeah, that seems kind of weird. I would put, like, at outdoor music festivals, I don't know if I would do those, because once you get that vaccine and you start feeling a little weird, or fatigued, then that could, I don't know.
Nothing I want to do more than get my COVID vaccine before I spend hours in the sun consuming copious amounts of alcohol.
Right, so yeah, I don't know. I'm comfortably, like, I'm perfectly fine, like, maybe, like, going out to, like, more religious, like, churches, because, you know, they're a building, usually 99% of them have AC, clinics, pharmacies, even mobile vaccination trucks, or like I imagine mobile vaccination response teams that can go to people's jobs, because if they feel bad, then, you know, they're they're there like they have a place to sit down, or just be sent home, you know, depending. But I don't know if I would put them at like a music festival or like at a sporting event. I think that may be a little bit I don't know.
These teams are made up of
file that
experts from
under
FEMA, the Federal
I wouldn't
Emergency
get a shot
Management
there, just
Agency,
like I wouldn't get one at
CDC,
freaking Walmart
the Center for
True.
Disease Control and Prevention.
CVS or like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And
But if you
elsewhere
guys want,
across our
take
government,
the,
other
top
groups.
right corner, sharing my screen here.
Yeah,
for you.
like we see you like messing around in Photoshop there.
So here's that map for you, and if you're looking now, you're seeing the red is the bad area where there's lots of COVID, right? Well, if we minus this out, you'll look and you'll see that those are areas that didn't get vaccinated.
Enhanced. Yep.
See? Red is bad, okay? Red is bad.
Yep. So TLDR.
Purple is good.
Yeah, but wait, did you hold on? Where's the purple? Oh, there we go. There it is. Sorry.
Okay, see all the red? Red is bad.
Yeah.
Purple is good. That's sad.
Yep.
So I just thought I would show you guys that.
TLDR, get vaccinated, folks. It's not a big deal.
I mean, we all get flu shots every year.
Yeah.
Some of us do.
Yeah, but this is a whole other story. You know, like, if people are willing to get flu shots, then this should be, like, pretty much, in terms of, like, how it feels, it should be no different.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And they're going to help states that have particular problems prevent, detect, and respond to the spread of the Delta variant among unvaccinated people in communities with low vaccination rates. And some states have very low vaccination rates.
Some states.
We're going to deploy things like testing to expand detection of the virus, medicines to help treat the infected, and we're going to provide federal personnel to fill gaps in staffing and technical experts to help investigate outbreaks, because they're going to happen in states with very low vaccination rates. The bottom line is my administration is doing everything it can to lead a whole of government response at the federal, state, and local levels to defeat the pandemic. But we need everyone to do their part. Millions of Americans have already done that.
God, can you imagine if this was the response last year? Can you imagine if this was the response last year? Jesus.
We have to keep it up, though. We have to keep it up till we're finished. Let me close with this.
No.
We are emerging from one of the darkest years in our nation's history into a summer of hope and joy, hopefully. Think about where you were last year, where you are today, what
Same
you were
place.
able to do last year at this time and do today.
Same place.
It's a year of hard-fought progress. We can't get complacent now.
True.
The best thing you can do to protect yourself and your family and the people you care about the most is get vaccinated.
True.
The best things community can do to protect themselves is to increase vaccination rates.
True.
You can do this. You can do this.
True.
Let's finish the job. Finish it together. God bless you all, and please get vaccinated. It makes a big difference. As I said, it's a patriotic thing to do. May God protect our troops. Thank you.
President, on the latest ransomware attack, can you tell us if you believe that rises to the level of U.S. retaliation?
What?
I can tell you a couple things. I received an update from our national security team this morning. It appears to have caused minimal damage to U.S. businesses, but we're still gathering information to the full extent of the attack, and I'm going to have more to say about this in the next several days. We're getting more detail and information, but that's what I can tell you now, and I feel good about our ability to deal and respond. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Steph-
Oh. Alright. So yes, the TLDR is get vaccinated, and let's just figure this out, and let's just get past this, alright? I remember the response last year, reporter, what do you tell Americans who are worried about the pandemic? I tell them, you're a terrible reporter. True. All right, so yeah, can everybody hear Bree okay? Because it sounds really low.
It does. It sounds very
Oh
low.
wait, now it's like all high. I think it depends on how close you are to the mic, because when you got like
I was trying to speak right into it before and it was low. What I did was I turned on the auto level and I
Yeah.
took it off of manual, trying to see if
Oh.
maybe it's a software glitch.
Oh no, now you're
Because
good.
I had this cranked up 36 dB all the way up
Yeah, now you're
and
good.
it was low. I went over to auto mode and I turned auto mode on and now all of a sudden I can hear myself.
There you go. I mean, you
What the hell?
sound great because I have you at 100% here.
Yeah, it does sound better.
Yeah. Okay, great. So, whew, I was like, please, not another problem. It's already bad with Discord. Yeah.
Working Discord.
Yeah. We can hear you perfect now. Hey, there we go. We did it.
Woohoo! Stupid sure software glitching, obviously. Cause
Wow. So it is the
if
software.
if I have this turned up all the way, there's no like you guys should be able to hear my chair creaking. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird.
Yep.
But auto mode, and now I can talk back here. I can talk up here. I can talk over here. All of a sudden, you can actually hear me. Which
Amazing.
is how it should be.
Amazing.
Ugh.
I don't know. I remember how we were talking about. Oh no, wait. What was this? What was it? Yes. Remember how I was saying like, I have a feeling there's something weird going on with the software, and like you kept telling me like, well, do this test, do that test to see, and like, I knew there was something funny. I just couldn't put my finger on it because like, I kept swearing in my head, like in all the different types of headphones and all the different types of tests I did, that there's a difference in volume and that it would auto adjust itself and make it lower. And
Yeah, so apparently if I turn on auto level, it works great. They just don't want me to manually adjust my audio for some reason. All right, I'm curious. I'm going to switch back.
all right.
Okay, I switched back.
Okay, it sounds fine. As long as you're like close to the microphone, it sounds fine.
How does it sound now?
Yeah, it sounds great. As long as you're close, we're about the same level, or it should be about the same level.
That is very freaky because it was not this loud before.
I'm pretty sure it's the software bugging out.
Why is it like this?
I don't know. It's just the ongoing battle that we streamers have every single time. If it's not video, if it's not the software, if it's not the microphone, if it's not OBS, like it's always one thing.
That's it. We're just gonna buy a couple GoPros and get rid of all this fancy stuff.
Yeah, we're just
go back to the original setup.
Yes, I still have that, by the way, in my other. Oh, I don't have it with me. Okay, so I'm gonna bring back I'm gonna show you guys one day an old video that we have with the old GoPro. That's on my other computer, but
May it rest in peace.
oh no, it's here. It's still here. Alio with the 10 biddies.
Oh, the deer's back, guys. Hold on.
The deer. Trump's speeches are the same. Blame Biden and Democrats and ruining country, but did Trump win? Who knew? True. Is the deer back? Let's see.
I need a little clip on now for the top of my monitor. Can you guys see it?
I can't see it.
Oh, it's behind the.
Oh, I can kind of see it. Okay, now I see it. It's looking right at us, kind of, right?
Yep. Wish I could make it focus.
It's like trying to focus on the wrong thing. But we can kind of see it, kind of. Oh, there it is. Much better. Much better, folks. Check the little right-hand side, or now it's almost towards the center. Just a deer hanging out, chilling. Chilling.
It is tiring to lean over my desk on my tiptoes and hold the camera. Sorry.
It's all good. We've got a couple of articles to go. But today, unfortunately, will be the normal stream, normal time. I have to log into work in about 20-ish minutes, so
You should be on vacation too.
I should be, but you know, dear.
It's okay. You better come for Jeep Fest. I bought our tickets.
I'll try.
I bought our tickets. So you best be here.
So
Because I reserved room for you guys in the Jeep.
All right.
Be you two and my daddy.
All right.
And
so
maybe my sister, but I doubt it.
that would be cool.
Yeah, I got 4 seats. We'll see who we can scrunch in there.
Alternate. We can alternate.
If I wonder if I strap you guys to the roll bar, if they would
Nah.
think that was like legal in Georgia. I think it would be. But we just strap you to the underside of the roll bar in case we have like an incident. You know, that way you're on the good side and not the side you get squished on.
Nah. Florida man. I'm not gonna be a headline, okay?
Florida man goes to Georgia mountains to enjoy off-road event.
Yeah.
Gets more than what he bargained for.
I'm not gonna be a headline.
He had such a good time, he will never return.
Yeah, you stayed. Anyways, I just read this headline about a heat wave in the West. More than 1 billion seashore animals may have been cooked to death. Yikes. Can you post that? Holy yikes. Yeah, there it is.
Horrible, y'all. Horrible.
There it is.
I don't know. But you know, it's just a warming period.
Yeah, guys, this is just the new summer. That's it. Dead mussels seen all around the shoreline. This is horrifying. So, tens of thousands of mussels, clams, sea stars, snails. Ooh, jeez. Wow. It may have killed more than 1 billion seashore animals living along the Salish sea coastline. That's unbelievable. That's so sad. That's so sad.
For shame.
Someone posted this article here, and I want to play this video.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just
What?
for you.
No,
If
not,
you owe less than
no, stop it. I don't want to hear.
Told it to play the video, Carlos.
Yes, but I don't want to hear an ad. So yeah, news. There's a portal to hell being opened in the Gulf Coast right now. Look at this. Look at this. Does this seem like a sustainable plan here? Does this seem like a great idea to continue down this path? I don't know.
That was legit.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay. So we'll do these 2 articles. I just wanted to play this video because, geez, this is, and mind you, this was a pipe, I think yes, here it is. A ruptured gas pipeline that caught fire and created this, like, flaming spiral of fire, this flaming spiral of death here.
Insane.
Right? And, like, I mean, why do we continue to do this? Like, this isn't the first time this has happened. This isn't the first time, but it's just to reiterate, like, this keeps happening. This isn't like a new thing. Ocean is literally on fire, right? Unbelievable. Alright, so just kind of piggybacking off that, hundreds died in West heat wave last week. Now another one is gearing up. Yeah, so you all thought that heat wave was over? Nope, here comes another one. Unrelenting heat is expected to continue in the West after a late June heat wave left hundreds dead in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. Records could topple again this weekend as temperatures climb well above normal. The number of Oregonians who had died from heat-related illness during the historic late June heat rose to 107, the state medical examiner said on Tuesday in an updated statement. While the deaths were reported across the state, nearly two-thirds occurred in Multnomah County, home to the city of Portland. Yeah, so this is pretty bad. Yeah.
Many of
No, go for it.
Many of those who died were found alone without air conditioning or a fan, Multnomah county officials said. The number of fatalities is higher than previous years. 12 deaths from hypothermia, which is when the body overheats, were reported statewide between 2017 and 2019, officials previously said. In Washington state, a total of 57 heat-related deaths were reported from June 26 through July 1st. Washington State Department of Health Public Information Officer Teresa McCallion told CNN. At least 13 of these deaths were in Seattle.
Yeah, so these are the initial preliminary, you can take this as the initial preliminary, I guess, salvos of what's to come, right? This is like a tiny glimpse at what is possible, at what the new norms might look like if we do not change course. The new norms will be billions of sea animals that are important dead, the ocean literally on fire, hundreds of people dying each heat wave, records being broken literally back to back on a single weekend. I mean, yeah, inevitable, right? Inevitable, but mitigation may help. The point being is we need to do what we can to address this issue, address this crisis. We need to act aggressively, and we need to turn the ship around before this is just the norm, right? And quite possibly worse. McCallion said not all heat-related deaths have been reported, as it takes time for local agencies to report out deaths to the state. Deaths are reported to the state by healthcare providers, medical examiners, coroners, and local health departments, and others. For this reason, the statewide count of death often lags behind the counts of local health departments. In terms of hospital visits, yesterday there were 31 visits for heat-related illness not admitted as outpatient. McCallion said Tuesday this is still higher than normal, but is on the downtrend from last week, which saw a high of 729 visits. In terms of totals, there have been 2,060 hospital visits between June 25th through July 1st.
And in British Columbia, 486 sudden deaths, almost triple the usual number, occurred during the heat, the coroner's office said, which set a new record for Canada's all-time highest temperature. Oregon Governor Kate Brown said Sunday the horrific heat wave is a harbinger of things to come, as climate change intensifies extreme weather and drought conditions. She said the state is undertaking a review of its response to the deadly heat wave and called for federal aid to assist with wildfire prevention efforts. Prolonged, unprecedented heat is made worse and more frequent by climate change, experts told CNN.
Yeah, and that's kind of worrisome as we come into it's for the West as drought season comes, because that's going to intensify the wildfires that happen. I mean, we saw the devastating wildfires in California and other areas that were really bad. All of these are exacerbated by climate change. These things become the new norm. As the polar caps melt, the cold air doesn't push the storms around as fast as they linger, whether it be heat waves or hurricanes. Yes, hurricanes are expected to be not only are hurricane seasons starting earlier, they're starting earlier, they're lasting longer. The storms are more in numbers, and more numbers means, well, more of those become major storms, and of course the probability of that reaching land becomes higher, and possibility for catastrophe increases. We saw the Gulf Coast, who got hit at least 3 or 4 times by hurricanes last hurricane season. Catastrophic, and these we're not prepared for it. We're not prepared for any of this, to be quite honest. We're not prepared for this at all. We're sleeping at the wheel. I also wonder how hot it has to become before certain livestock and crops can't survive. Yeah, that's another problem, especially considering the crops that we grow for, I don't know, food. if
And how we totally screw up how we do that in the first place to begin with.
Yes, that's incredibly concerning, because like when temperature or conditions get to the point where we can't grow these foods, I mean, that's gonna be horrible. I've mentioned this before, but like, what happens when the usual way of obtaining water isn't possible? What happens when the way we're so used to doing
God damn it, Discord.
how we're so, the normal way of us doing crops fails because of the weather, because of like the way the weather is. I mean, it's just not. This isn't. Ignoring this is not an option. Basically, ignoring this is not an option. Oh, hey, look, we got an infrared stooge in chat. An infrared stooge. Listen. Just out of like, just a second here. Reconsider and have some critical thinking skills about what infrared is, because I think like infrared is borderline like borderline creating like a cult type of he's like a cult personality. Yeah, no, I don't know why people would listen. I don't know why people would listen.
The new Nintendo Switches were just announced.
Nice. Yes, actually, that's true. $350 for the new Nintendo Switch.
So the only thing that's different is the screen,
Yep.
the internal memory, and the kickstand.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it? Wait.
From what I can tell.
Wait. So I could like.
I thought it was gonna be like a whole new thing, but the only thing that they're talking about being different is a 7-inch OLED screen and 64 gigabytes of onboard memory, and the kickstand is like the size of the whole back of the Switch and is, I think, adjustable height.
True. Pirate Ninja. When you mention his name, they clip it and show him, and he reacts to this clip. Oh, amazing, amazing! I hope he watches this clip.
Okay, the dock has a built-in LAN port. They upgraded the speakers.
Yay? Wait. Why would they focus on the speakers?
That's literally the only thing that it says is different. Like, the Joy-Cons are the same, everything is the same. The only thing that's different is the screen, the onboard memory, the speakers, and the LAN port on the dock, which does the one I have not have that.
Yeah. Listen, nobody should take Infrared seriously. He is a character. And should not be taken seriously. Oh, if they spam Discord, that's okay. We got plenty of great, excellent mods. Here, how about you take a second? Take a timeout, huh? How about you take a timeout? Take a second.
I wouldn't like a better screen, but
yeah, or like better internals. Or better internals.
It doesn't have anything upgraded inside it though, other than the speakers and the integrated 64 gigs of.
Which you could Which you could buy like external memory for it if you really need it. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think I have a 128 or 256 gig card in mine.
So you wouldn't believe this, but I'm watching your sound and it's low again. I'm telling you, there's something weird about this software.
Let me go back to auto level. Is it high again?
It's a little
high
bit better.
again.
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Meow.
Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, we're getting closer.
Why
Yes.
is this thing like this?
There we go. Okay, yeah, just leave it
But
there.
why?
Leave it there. Leave it there. It's perfect. Okay.
But I bet if I go back, it'll be fine again.
Yeah, but then it decreases.
It's fine again, isn't it?
Yes, but
It's
then it'll
fine.
decrease. Watch in like 10 minutes, it'll be like back to low.
So it's fine again.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
is it like this?
Because the
I do
software,
not understand.
the software is weird.
It's not like I have a really nice mixer, but I could run this mic through instead,
No, no.
and then USB out to my computer.
Not a thing. Not a thing. So TLDR, folks, please pay attention to climate change. This is important. There's just no ifs, ands. There's no way around this. We have to address this problem. And a huge disappointment with this administration, who has failed to seriously take a good, aggressive approach to it. It has yet to be seen anyways. We'll see later, but as time runs out, we are losing that momentum. Alright, so this will be the wonderful, awesome last article. A Trump-loving insurrectionist and convicted stalker, yikes, are among 36 QAnon supporters running for Congress in 2022. Nice. Cool. I know that doing elections isn't the end-all be-all, but still, if you have the ability to vote, you should probably use that and not cede that tool, because it is a tool. Because then things like this happen. In July 2020, G.R. Majeski made national headlines after transforming his 19,000 square foot lawn into a massive Trump re-election banner. Nice. When the Air Force veteran from Ohio appeared in a television interview with Fox News, he was wearing a QAnon shirt. Nice. Several months later, as Congress met to certify President Biden's election, Majeski was among the thousands supporters who attempted to stop the Steele rally, later admitting to breaching the police barricades and walking up to the base of the Capitol building. Nice. Nice.
Majeski is now trying to return to the Capitol, but this time as a congressman representing the 9th District of Ohio, a seat currently held by Democratic Representative Marcy Kapur.
Nice.
Since he was first spotted wearing the Q t-shirt, Majeski has made several more references to the conspiracy theory, posting QAnon images and hashtags on his social media channel, and live streaming videos with the well-known QAnon influencer Red Pill 79.
Red Pill 79? You know what? I think I've seen this username before. I'm not even
Sounds
kidding.
familiar.
I'm not even kidding. I think I've seen this username before. Okay. But I mean, it really is serious. It really is a serious thing, but I can't help but just laugh in a cynical way, in disbelief, at the state of where we are, where we're having a possible someone who's running for Congress hanging out with Twitch streamers who perpetuate Q stuff. Oh my god. Majeski is one of the congressional candidates running in 2022 midterm who have given credence to the QAnon, which FBI has described as a far-right group of anti-government, identity-based fringe political conspiracy theorists. That's one way of putting it. One way of putting it. A Media Matters investigation published earlier this month revealed that 36 candidates in 17 states have either openly endorsed QAnon, made subtle references to, or distanced themselves from the conspiracy theory, despite repeatedly displaying their support on social media or in video interviews.
33 of the candidates are running as Republicans, while 2 are independents, and 1 is still deciding whether to run as Republican or an independent, the investigation found. The state with the most QAnon-believing candidates is Florida, with 9 candidates, followed by California, which has 6 candidates, although these numbers are still subject to change. Florida in the lead, as always. And never in a good way.
Why?
Are you proud of your state, Carlos?
Very.
On the list are a handful of incumbents in Congress, including the gun-loving Representative Lauren Boebert and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who helped bring the conspiracy theory into the mainstream.
If you think of America as a Walmart, Florida is the McDonald's inside it. Yeah, that makes sense. The diehard QAnon supporters. Around a dozen congressional candidates have openly affiliated with QAnon conspiracy theory, including Daniel Wood of Arizona, Darlene Schwaffer of Florida, and Maida Flores of Texas. Nice. Hold on, let me see how long we've got. Because I do have to start getting going. Hold on, this one's interesting. In this cohort is also Reba Shiril, the health and wellness advocate in 2020 and successfully ran in Florida's 21st district, home to Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. She's running again as a Republican candidate for the U.S. Senate in the midterms. Nice.
As a big Trump fan, Cheryl used to gather with other supporters on a bridge near Mar-a-Lago to wave in homage at the former president's motorcade whenever he was in town, the Washington Post reported. She is an ardent QAnon believer and has made the conspiracy theory central to her largely self-funded campaign. The self-described Q Patriot focuses her campaign on child trafficking, matching with QAnon's false belief that Trump is fighting a deep state cabal of human traffickers in the United States, Yahoo News reported.
Oh boy, yeah. She's also referred to more extreme adrenochrome theory, the belief that Democratic elites are harvesting the drug from children by torturing them and drinking their blood. Yeah, this is like Alex Jones level of stuff. So the TLDR, because I do have to get going and signing into work. The TLDR of this is that, folks, again, I know elections aren't the end all be all, but they are a tool, and this is exactly the reason why, if you have the ability to vote and you're a citizen and you have the ability to vote,
don't vote for one of these lunatics.
Yeah, like these people have the possibility of winning. Okay, if you don't vote, I mean, you know, this is unacceptable. And it's up to as many people as possible to get out there and vote. Have you ever played the Florida Man game where you Google your birthday and type in Florida Man? No, but I'll do it partially on stream next time. KTS, what year is this? Are we still doing blood libel? Yeah, this is like Alex Jones level of conspiracy theory, but the fact that there's like 30 plus ish of these folks trying to run for actual legislative positions of power is already like in a disturbing. Yeah, it is. I mean, like the realms of reality doesn't exist. It's gone out the window, completely out the window. It's very weird. Very weird. Yes, please, Alio, you're correct, folks. We do have to get going. I have to get going to sign into work.
Ben is on again.
Okay, we'll go raid Ben. Let's do it, folks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and thank you for joining. Please make sure you follow, do the YouTubes, like, comment, share, subscribe, and spread the word that this is the chillest place to be for news and politics. You have a good day. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you feel better, and hopefully we'll have the full time with the co-host, because it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys. Again, spread the word far and wide. As always, we love you all. Please take care of each other, and we hope to see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Hang tight, folks. We're heading over. Y'all already know. Just hang tight.
Behave yourselves, you filthy beast.
We see everything. We're heading out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Bye.